Hello, beautiful friends. It's Crystal Rose Insights here to do the Gemini reading for May 2018. This is going to be a general reading, of course. So, as with all general readings, take what messages resonate and leave the rest. First off, I want to say a huge thank you, appreciation, and express my gratitude to all of you guys that are here, whether you're watching, liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting. Each and every one of you really holds the space for this channel to be one of empowerment and positivity, and I want to thank each and every one of you that are here because I love being able to do this work, and you guys are really amazing. And for those of you that have done are my private clients that do private readings with me, as well as those that I do live guidance sessions for, you guys are kicking ass and taking names. You really are. To be able to have worked with many of you consistently over the time we've worked together, and to see you evolve and shift and really take ownership of your life and bring these beautiful experiences into your life, it's just amazing to watch. So yeah, so let's see. With that, so real quick, I've been announcing this for the last couple weeks on my channel, but my pricing structure and my reading structure is going to be changing as of May 1st. I'm just having to shift things around a little bit in terms of my turnaround times and my readings and all that stuff. So I've been thinking about doing a reading. Now would be the time if you book it by midnight, basically on April 30th. Then you can lock in the old pricing. So I've been thinking about it and haven't done it. Now would be the time. And obviously, a private readings where you can get the most information and the most clarity specifically for you. And the information is going to be down below. So starting out for Gemini, we have this red calcite that wants to be here. This is red calcite, which is beautiful. It's a stone for the root chakra. It's a very grounding stone. It's a very passionate stone. It also can be very powerful. It can help dissuade anger and let go of anger. It can also help it can be very stimulating and activating. So if you're needing a little bit of energy, this is a beautiful stone to bring in some more energy for you. So if you want to look up red calcite, you might get some additional messages as to what that stone is metaphysically supporting Gemini for this month. So we're going to take a look, generally speaking, here, what's happening in May. We're going to take a look also about what's happening around your abundance, around love, and we're going to look at some advice. We're going to look at what's important for you to let go of in May too, okay? Because we're always on a growth path, right? So let's see what's going on for Gemini. Okay, so for Gemini, we've got the Sun, beautiful. The Eight of Cups and the High Priestess. All right, so there's definitely, and at the bottom of the deck, we also get the Strength card, another major arcana. So there's something going on either recently or currently with you, Gemini, where you feel like you've had to exhibit personal strength. Maybe you've been struggling feeling strong. Maybe you've been needing to be strong when you're not really quite feeling it. Maybe there's been something that has allowed, like your fears are kind of taking over, or you're having to balance the fears of what's happening in your life, and then balancing it with your spiritual truth and your spiritual practice. So it's kind of like, it feels like you've been tested here recently, Gemini, and had gone through a time that was very challenging. You've had to be strong, and it's coming through here. So Spirit's acknowledging that for you, because you're also getting the Sun. It's like whatever you've been through here recently, Gemini, it's been a big deal. It's been very hard. It's like you need to have taken superhuman strength, it feels like, because it's the Sun card is now the happiest. It's like it feels like this, for some of you, this has been a massive transformational time, a massive learning experience, a massive purging, a massive growth time. And Spirit's acknowledging that you're now here in the Sun energy. It's beautiful. It's like whatever you've been through, things are kind of, overall looking up, and it's really, really happy times. It's like, even if it was hard, it's been a really positive experience overall for your life. Because we're also getting the Eight of Cups, which is, this is yearning for something more and looking for something more meaningful. This is about seeking something that your soul is wanting beyond what you've experienced before. So it feels like whatever you've been through here, Gemini, that it's been this energy of like, you know that you've wanted more. It feels like maybe you've walked away from something here, which is what caused you to have this need for strength. You know, and if you've walked away from something, that it's actually been a very positive thing for you. It's not been easy, but Spirit is saying that there's more coming for you than, because you've taken this leap of faith to move on to something that's more meaningful to you. And it's not been easy, but whatever it was, whether it's a job or a relationship or a career, whatever it is, Spirit's saying that it's been a very positive thing for you. Because you're also getting the High Priestess. So this is just acknowledging, again, you've been in this real spiritual, it's been a very highly spiritual experience for you, but things are now coming back into balance. It's like you've kind of married, again, we're getting the same theme here of taking the spiritual part of you and the practical earthly part of you and blending them together. They're working in tandem together. So it feels like you've finally kind of come, it's like you've almost emerged out and you've come more to center, which is more of who you really are. So let's see what Gemini is going to be having abundance with. What's the theme for Gemini's abundance for May, please, Spirit? And abundance can be financial abundance. It can mean abundance of happiness. It can mean an abundance of peace. It can mean so many things. And again, this is a general reading, so please do take how this resonates for you. But let's see what Gemini's abundance. What's relating to Gemini's abundance? It says obstacles and blocks are lifted. Beautiful. It says all of your good personal work and your positive energy shifts have overcome previous obstacles, and the blocks are lifted away. You'll now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. So this just again referring to what you've just recently been through. Whatever's been in your path that's been holding you back, whatever kind of obstacles you face, that it's like they've now lifted. They are lifting, and it's now time to like direct your energy. Look at how powerful this card is. I'm just getting pulled into the light around his head. It's just so beautiful. So Spirit's acknowledging that what you've been through, there's going to be a new flow of abundance. There's going to be some new things coming, and this is about forward movement. Finally, it's like you've gotten unstuck in some aspect of your life. Congrats, Gemini. Nice work. It's not easy, and there's been a lot of heavy energies that, like, you know, come back to what was going on around August last year during the eclipse season. So let's see what you need to surrender, Gemini. Surrender stubbornness. It says if you're tensing up and taking a rigid stand about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. So this is about letting go of obviously being stubborn. Like, where in your life do you feel like you're being stubborn? And you might not even want to admit it to yourself, but there's probably some place where you're acting a little bit stubborn. And it's saying to let that go, because when you're being stubborn, it's like you're kind of not seeing the forest through the trees, or you're almost like fighting just to fight because you're being stubborn, but you actually might not want what you're being stubborn about. Or it might not take, there's something there where letting go of the stubbornness, you might bring in some new gifts, okay? You might bring in this beautiful sun energy, these new gifts. And so, I guess check in your life where you're being stubborn. And it's just about being more yielding and like getting in more into flow, because, you know, when you're stubborn, it puts up an energetic block. It puts up a wall. It puts up a physical wall in terms of just the energy. And then there's no flow back and forth of love. There's no flow back and forth of positivity. It's just, you're stuck, you're rigid, and it's just like nobody wins in that scenario. It doesn't mean you have to agree with them. It just means like it's not worth the battle. Let's see what's going on for you for love. Gemini in love. Unrequited love. So this could mean a couple of different things. And again, it's a general reading. So There may be some of you that are in a relationship or starting a relationship where you're either not feeling like it's doing it for you, or you're worried that the other person doesn't like you as much as you like them. Oftentimes this card really does come up for me more often relating to the concept of where do you feel like you're not worthy of love, or where do you feel like there's some sort of self-worth issue. So again, there could be, again, being a general reading, there's several ways to interpret this, but you know, it has to do with the idea of, it says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So if you're in a relationship where you're feeling like it's just not really quite there, but it should be there, but it's just not, that just acknowledge that. But like I said, oftentimes this card just comes up for me in my readings more as the energy of just your fear is that the person doesn't like you as much. And oftentimes if you're worried about that, they're kind of worried about it too. All right, so let's get some advice from Archangel Michael for you guys for May. Michael, what's your best advice for Gemini for May? You know, and this could be what you, like some of you may be really walking away from a love relationship, a marriage, a very committed relationship, and that's been hard. And so if that is the case, if that's what you're walking away from, Spirit's acknowledging that you've done the right thing. Okay. But it's not been easy. So let's see what Michael's best advice is for Gemini for May. And he says the situation is already resolved. It says, you know, it says, give your worries, cares, and concerns in exchange for true peace. Thanks for resolving this in a divinely perfect way. So whatever's been going on that you've worked through, it's like it's already resolved. Like, move on. Divine's got it under control. Like, it's not for you to worry about. It's about you to start having peace with whatever this has been for you. Come to a place of peace, whether it's been a heartbreak or an end of a relationship or going on to a new career. Like, just try to like surrender to peace. All right, Gemini. Well, that is the general reading. I am doing the love readings for the month over on my Vimeo channel, so the information is going to be down below if you want to go check those out. We're going to go in depth on love for you guys, and if you want a private reading, information is down below. But you know, kudos to you, Gemini, for whatever you've just been through. It feels like you've just really made a huge, you know, you've really conquered something massive in your life. So nice work. Leading up to your birthday month too. So beautiful, beautiful time for you, I feel like. All right, guys. Until next time, in abundant love, always. Bye.